You're listening to the Reluctant Adult Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, follow us on social media and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the way.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million.
This week from the internet, Turtle Power Outage. Playmates Toys loses the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Master Toy license, sending shockwaves through the industry. Plus, Mad Hatter Reviews targets a sophomore Flipboard series headlined by The Hound of Tarjay. And if the Cell hopes to see its Star Trek toy line live long and prosper, it may need to set phasers to mulligan, or is their persistence futile? Let's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Don't you be a dummy! Buckle your safety belt!
Think, Billy. It's morphin' time!
Oh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who hopes when they close the book on Playmates that the pages don't stick together. Bell!
Hi, everyone. That's right, because of the secret of the ooze.
Hey, you call it what you want. It's no secret. It's no secret that Playmates has been instrumental in the rise of the TMNT. Hey, look at there, it all wrapped up together. So,
wow.
We're gonna get right into it. Well, there's time for banter later, but this is a big story. I'm surprised that this story hasn't been more like mainstream. This is a big deal.
Yeah, why wasn't this on the news?
This should have been on the news. Did something else happen in the world? Is there another thing that's going on that's taking up all the oxygen in the room? I don't know. I'm not familiar. So anyways, it was announced via a Playmates something. This was like a press release. I don't even know.
I immediately read it and thought of you because I was like, oh, Paul loves this legalese. And
do I?
You do. You've gone on record saying that you like reading legal toy banter because it's just... Yeah.
Well, I love that it happens. I don't know that
pursuant of,
because it's always like the thing I don't love is the gibberish that they use, like the word salad that they use to try to like lessen the impact of it. But this is pretty impactful. So if you have not heard, Playmates Toys announced that they will not be making Ninja Turtle toys in any capacity starting in 2027. So we have one more year left. Now, at first blush,
No, never mind. What? You're good. You're good. Starting in 2027. I was just getting the facts in my head.
Good.
Yes.
They're good. 2027.
Yeah, you're good.
Much like McFarlane has one more year left of DC. Playmates has 1 year left of Turtles. Now, at first blush, this may not seem like such a big deal because in the year 2025, there are many companies making Ninja Turtle action figures. NECA, Mondo,
Joy Toy, McFarlane,
Big F Toys, McFarlane. Everybody. Hasbro made them in the Power Rangers line, so everyone's had a piece of the Turtles. Mattel with the He-Man crossover. See, it's a lot of people.
Right.
But what you may not remember if you're
that
new,
turtle butt
if you're new,
license, wherever that was,
turtle butt, whoever that is,
turtle butts.
the impact of this may not seem as big to you if you don't realize that Playmates has been with the Turtles since day one. I'm not sure there are Ninja Turtles in the year 2025 if not for Playmates, because it was because of those toys that I found the Turtles. I saw those toys and I was like, hey, and then I was like, there's a cartoon? Toys were very important, probably more so than they are today. Back in the day, you needed toys if you wanted to have a property. Like, cartoons were made to promote the toys. That was the whole fucking point of cartoons. Like, toys were the money.
The toys were fun, too. The toys were fun, and they were inexpensive. They weren't expensive toys. Yeah. You know?
I mean, back in the day, plastic was cheap, gas was cheap. That's the whole thing. That's why toys are fucking expensive today, is because the cost of fossil fuel has skyrocketed, like, artificially. But, you know, regardless, that's the facts. That's the reality of it. So back in the day, you needed toys. That's why George Lucas, he didn't take a lot of money from Fox on the front end of making Star Wars, but he's like, give me all of the merchandising rights, and that's why we have, you know, Star Wars today, because it makes money. Okay, so Playmates, 40 years it's been. Turtles have been around 40 years. And something happened, and we're going to get into it, but something happened, and they were like, no more. We can't, either we can't afford what is being asked of us, or the return on investment has just not been there in recent years, so we've decided to let go of a property that we've had for 40 years. The thing we're known for.
Yes.
More than that, it's the whole fucking table. It's the rotisserie chicken, it's the corn, it's the whole meal. Bread and butter, Jesus Christ. What else does Playmates make? Power Rangers? But before that, can you think of anything?
It'd be hard for us to think of.
I don't know. I'm sure there is something.
Star Trek was there at one point in the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, it was there.
Sure.
I mean, there's. I'm sure there's enough, but there's not enough at the same time.
No, they made Simpsons for a little while there.
They did,
but it's always been consistently Turtles, and Turtles have always consistently had media to support the toy line, and they do currently have media. They have the Tales of the TMNT cartoon and the movie and the short that was played before SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But either it's not enough, or what I think is because Viacom, who owns the Turtles, is part of what are they part of? They merged their parent company. Right, they merged with Skydance. But who did Skydance merge with? Who were the two main companies?
Was it Paramount? No.
Paramount, yes, because they're on Paramount Plus. That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
So Paramount and Skydance merged, and with these giant mergers, these should be illegal giant mergers, but current day what we're dealing with.
Yeah,
they're all about the money. And more so, they're all about the money right now. They're not looking to the future. I think they know something we don't. I think they know that the future is not a tenable solution to anything. But they potentially were asking for more money than Playmates was comfortable or maybe even has to pay for this license. So now the question becomes, is there another toy company that has already stepped up to take on this master toy license? Or is there even a need for a master toy license when you have it parceled out like you do? Like currently McFarlane Toys.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, like maybe they just decided that we don't need to have this let's change the game.
Umbrella over everything, and then all these little parasols below it, right? You don't need that. Yeah.
So this opens up a whole can of worms, because immediately
this merger real quick also impacts. Yeah. We'll get into this one too, because it relates to some other story. The Star Trek license as well. Merchandise for Star Trek.
Are they? Oh, okay. The whole Skydance Paramount. Yeah, right. There's a lot.
So there's a lot attached to it.
This is the first domino. There's going to be a lot of dominoes, but this is big enough.
If we want to relate it to Star Trek
own set
real
of
quick,
echoes.
It does. if we want to relate it real quick to Star Trek, we're talking about licensing fees for small companies that were able to buy in and produce are now exceeding 2,000% of what it was supposed to be originally in terms of purchasing the license and then producing product for it. So the small company is gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Right. But back to Turtles.
There's a lot. And it's all sort of speculation
It's still
at this
fresh.
point because we don't
it's
know.
Still fresh.
All we know is
No.
that Playmates is out. We don't know who's in, if anyone. We don't know why they're out. But, you know, immediately people started connecting dots, and they're like, whoa, Playmates is gone. Playmates was the reason that Super 7 couldn't continue doing their Ultimates line that looked like the Playmates Turtles from the, the 80s and 90s, because Playmates was like, hey, hold on. We'd like, stop. You can't just take our designs. So people were like, oh, yeah, Super 7 can go back in there and finish off the line. And I'm like, maybe, but more likely they're just going to get priced out and they won't be making any Turtles. Like, I feel like that's probably
true.
More likely, but, who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
You got to use that $10 million influx of investor money,
Wow.
wherever that went.
But it's interesting because Playmates will not be able to make Turtles anymore, but do they retain the rights to toys that they've already made? Like,
Good question.
I don't know the legal behind that. Like, they made something. Can someone else make that as an homage to them? Like, do they have any recourse to be like, stop it? Like, I don't know.
Oh, sure.
That's going to be a whole
Kinda
new set of questions.
Kind of like with Hasbro and Kenner.
Well, at least with Hasbro absorbed Kenner.
They did absorb Kenner.
There was no like competing company to be like, knock it off. Like, that was all on the up and up. I'm thinking more like, let's say Jazzwares does this AEW line, and the packaging for them is very reminiscent of when Jax made WWE, WWF, because Jeremy Padour worked at both those companies. So the packaging is very similar. But Jax doesn't do WWE currently, so I don't know if that would have made a difference. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out what this means. But it's very big news, and it's indicative of a changing landscape in toys. Now, I think the biggest question here will be if another toy company steps up to fill this master toy licensor void. And there's only a few companies that could possibly do that. And is the juice worth the squeeze? Because what does it get you? Like, it would probably get you the rights to any cartoon, or like current media, current cartoon, current movie. So we know the live action series is tentatively scheduled for a couple years from now, but it's not been cast. It's not been written. Like, there's lots of things that could stop that from happening.
True.
But let's play fantasy football a little bit here. Is there a company that you would like to see step in and like have carte blanche to make any Turtles they want?
What do I want to see them make though at that point?
Yeah, like, exactly.
Like what hasn't been made in the last 5 years, as it were.
Right.
Like,
is it oversaturated?
Things are serviceable at this point. So it's like
do we
either
have
has
enough?
to be new, right?
Yeah.
Do we have enough? Does it either has to be brand new and based off new media, or it has to be something so over the top and original that we want to just buy in again.
Right.
And
this all comes back to what the different contracts look like. Like, we know that NECA has been able to do the first 3 movies, and now they're doing the 2012 series. We know Super 7 has been able to do the 2003 series, and then sort of like their own take on the Turtles. Mondo always seems like they're just doing their own unique designs, so I'm not sure how that all washes out.
Continuation designs of those.
Yeah, but it's still like fantasy,
movies.
like it's not based on any existing media.
Right.
Like 100%.
Right.
At least they can say so. So it's like, what do these companies have to gain? I think maybe shelf space is the biggest thing, because currently Turtles occupy a good chunk of the main toy aisle. Is there a company that would like to hold on to that space. And immediately my mind goes, immediately, what's a company that just lost a big chunk of that space in their toy aisle? McFarlane.
Right.
So maybe and they're already making Turtles, so they already have these relationships. It would be a big investment, but maybe not bigger than what DC was. So maybe they traded one for the other. They're going to give it a shot full time with the Turtles. And this is like, none of this is not an actual connection. But do you remember before we saw the Mutant Mayhem figures, there was a release sheet that said McFarlane Toys, and we were like, holy shit, McFarlane Toys is doing it?
I do recall
and it was
that,
a mistake, but was it a mistake? Maybe there was something to that. I don't know.
Connect those red threads.
Know. Maybe.
True.
Let's get that board, the Charlie Day board.
Yeah.
So obviously this is something to watch in 2026. Toy Fair going to be very interesting this year. I mean, we're still going to get a full calendar year and probably beyond of Ninja Turtles from Playmates, but like, what does that even look like? Like stuff based on the next movie, but the next movie is a continuation of the tales of the TMNT.
But even that's quite a ways out. I don't even think
that's true.
That's true. That's not even.
That's true. That's true. So that maybe they won't even have that.
I know we saw product for the tales of the TMNT for this newest season that just came out. I know we saw
like Toka
season 2. I know we saw some of that.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, and that might be it.
Well, it's funny because we were saying that Playmates was really, putting in the effort for once with Turtles. They had that Target 6-pack with the remastered Turtles. And I was like, these are probably my favorite Turtles of the year. And I still stand by that. So I was hoping we'd see a continuation and expansion of those remastered figures that were as good as those. That's still a possibility. I think that's probably a probability because that's something that they control. We'll see more re-releases of those original classic figures because now they can go back and 3D scan them and they don't have to have the original molds. So I think these like sure bet things that are geared towards collectors are where the sure money is. The kids line seems to stick around. Like kids have not glommed on to Turtles, the current version of Turtles, as much as collectors, as we did when they first came out in the 80s. So,
but again, that's all. The designs are too slick. There's not a lot of detail. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say that we were like, these are great because of the detail, but I mean, there was something to those figures. Those
they were just special.
Original figures.
They were like simple, but then they had all these little hidden details to them, and they just found that golden ratio of toy. Like no one else has really ever been able to recapture that.
Right.
It was just it was just perfect.
And then everything since granted it's CGI, computer animation. It's also smooth. There's no texture to it. It's very.
Or if there is texture, it's this weird animation style they're doing with Mutant Mayhem, where it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a scribble. It's just very weird.
Right.
And it's not for me. So like maybe this is what kids like, but clearly not enough because it is not. I mean, the cartoon has already been canceled. Season 2 is airing, but that's it. That there's no more. There's no hope of any more for that. So big toy story that we will continue to follow into the new year. Lots of changes coming to last year or this year, I guess, we were predicting which companies would stick around and which companies would be, so affected by tariffs and all of that they would just cease to exist. I think we've been able to hold on to almost everyone, but Funko announced that they could be done. Obviously Super 7 had to go out and get this influx of cash. These companies want to survive, but they're having to go to these extreme lengths that they may be mortgaging their future just to survive in the present day. Right.
And then they're banking on the good faith of their consumer base to fill and like continue
Right.
purchasing when prices go up, and eventually there's
Exactly.
going to be a point where it's like they're going to stop.
We run out of money. We run out of space.
Yeah.
We already have all the toys we want. Like, they're not making anything.
Right.
There just isn't anything to make that we need or want. You know, like, eventually that's going to happen, especially if there's not any new media to base the toys off of. So, you know, it's a very interesting time to be following news and toys. And thankfully, we are the #1 toy news podcast. So we will be here. Follow us everywhere, and you get your... We'll keep you up to date. Don't worry about it. No stories slip by us. Well, here, let's make this transition. You were talking about Playmates also doing Star Trek back in the day, and then Paramount's owning Star Trek, and now, you know, changing the deal. Pray we don't change it anymore. So one of the companies that you were very... That was Star Wars. Yeah, it's true. Those are different lines. I shouldn't have said that. They are. You this is Star Trek, right? Where they go like Vader. It's Vader time.
Yes. There we go.
What time is it? It's time to prosper. Ah! One of the companies that is starting to make Star Trek action figures is Nacelle, and this week they were everywhere. Brian Volkweiss was everywhere. Because they shipped Series 1, something was wrong. Something happened with those figures, and he was like, hold up. Stop.
We were...
Shut down the machine.
I got video of Brian in Japan. He was in Japan announcing this. He was everywhere.
He did a video.
Everywhere
he had this
you
very
could
nice
go,
press release.
You'd find Brian.
So we don't... All he said was something about... Like, was it the packaging or the figures, and then the heat? Something was happening. They were showing up, and they weren't in the condition that he wants them to be in.
So
I don't really know.
I'm reading, let's see, he'll be sending a new figure. Okay, so that is his refund policy, at least exchange policy.
Right.
He posted something regarding an Archer figure, which Archer was the captain during the Star Trek Enterprise series. Jonathan Archer, played by Scott Bakula. He said all it took was one social media image to see that he had to pull the whole line and go back and ask for corrections.
Okay.
I've seen a couple samples, and definitely some QC issues right off the bat, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, this is good. You know, it's not good that there's problems, but there's good that this is the response. Like,
right.
And he wants people to know that he wants these to be perfect. You know, he's saying, you know, if you get one and it's bad, don't worry. You know, you don't have to do anything. We're just going to send you the fixed one. Obviously not the way you want to start a line, but this is toys. This is what happens when you're working with these companies. Like, you know, he said he checked, like, you know, you do a QC check of, I think he said 10% of it. And then for whatever reason, something happened, you know, like I said, with heat, sometimes things expand, and, you know, tape, the tape sometimes gives way. Like, you just don't know.
Chemicals react differently.
Sure.
He mentioned that with the factory, the holiday rush might have been a portion of it.
And then we're
just
coming
kind
up
of like
on
haste.
Chinese. I don't know if they use China, but, you know, Chinese New Year, we always, growing up with, like, especially with Jack's WWF, they would always blame Chinese New Year for why things don't get done at the beginning of the year. Like, everything shuts down. You can't get anything in or out. So it was just amazing to me, like, how everywhere I looked, Brian was there saying something about his toys. And it's like, you know, good for them. On the one hand, good for them for getting out there and, like, you know, having this coverage. But then it's like, this is probably a lot of people's first impression of the line. And it's kind of like, oh, that's... No.
Ooh, not only have we been waiting
they already got more pre-orders up.
The posts and social media are everywhere saying pre-order now, and you're like, when are these coming? When are these coming? But, you know, he was also talking, so we talked earlier about the license. So obviously Paramount distributes Star Trek, and now with that merger with Skydance, things are starting to come through where we've seen, the buy-in for merchandising and everything has gone up about 2,000% in terms of the licensing fee, especially for the small businesses making small items like prints, things like that, forcing these smaller companies to shut down and no longer produce these items. To bring it back to Nacelle Toys, Brian has come out and said that this will not impact the production of any of the figures going forward at all. So we'll see. We'll see how he can keep the price down, because I think there's a lot of stuff. There's a damn horse in one of them.
Got a whole ass horse. Yeah.
A whole ass horse. Not even a build-a-horse. It's a whole ass horse.
It's a whole ass horse he put together. Not very articulated, but still a whole ass horse.
No, not at all. But still,
we know from our conversation with Brian that he just wants to make these toys, and he can justify making them as long as he does not lose money. As long as he makes $1, he can.
As long as he makes $1.
As long as he makes $1. So.
And he's passionate, which is excellent. But we want to see.
Oh, this is his
the samples. I at least
his
see.
Baby.
This is his baby. This is like his dream project.
Baby Volkweiss.
The dream
baby
property.
Volkweiss.
But what we see is what I've seen, at least with the quality of some of these, is just some paint application, some softer application with the sculpt, whereas there might be some slop.
I love that.
You see the production samples, the unpainted samples showing off the detail of the face, and then you'll see a painted up one, and it just completely masks all that detail. And then that plastic sheen. I'm not a big fan of plastic sheen on the figures.
Need some dull coat on that. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what they kind of saw but they were talking about expanding plastic, and like you said, we couldn't figure out if they were talking about the actual product or if they were talking about the packaging.
Yeah, I know. When I first saw all this, it sounded like it was the packaging, but then something made me think it was more about the figures. I mean, there may be multiple issues. We don't know.
Sure.
We don't know the specifics, but some of these shipped out, so I think maybe we'll see some more of this. I would be interested to see this in person. I don't know if they're getting to any brick and mortar stores that we can go look at them, but we wish Brian and we wish Nacelle the best, and obviously you are a big Star Trek fan. You'd like to get your hands on these, so you want good product.
I do.
You want it to continue. I mean, he like you said, this is his dream line. He's really taking the long-term approach, because he's doing some very deep cuts, and I think so deep that someone got in his ear for Series 2, and it's like, hey, why don't you throw in a Picard or a William Shatner? Go throw a couple of names in there. You can still do your deep cuts, but we want some commoners to get these toys too. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, let's find a quick cute story to end this block. We talked about Spider-Man classics. The Owl, this figure is part of a lineup with some again, deeper cuts. The figure is out. Somebody took off the coats because it's a separate piece, and you can see from this photo here, the back of the Owl uses what I can only assume is the Doc Ock torso, because he has these 4 protuberances coming out.
Either that or he's a big fan of cupping. But who knows?
He's like a human Jello mold. You could fill those in. Yeah, maybe there's just a mold problem. This is what had happened. No, this is I don't know. The front of him must just be like a shirt and tie, like Doc Ock would have. But I know this is something where it's you're never supposed to see this. Why would you ever take off his coat? It's not like he has alternate arms. But I hate this. I hate this so much, because I'm someone that would want to use this body for a custom, for my Severance customs, and this would really, really disturb me. So
sure.
I know it's done. I know 99% of people will never see this. They'll never know, but I hate it.
Yeah.
So there's that at least.
I like the gloves. The gloves to touch the figure.
Yeah, I don't know who posted this. They were wearing just black latex gloves. Maybe they were in the midst of spray painting him, or
maybe.
they don't they don't trust it. They don't. It's like when we were washing our like plastic bags during the pandemic. Maybe they just don't trust anything that comes out of any country. And who can blame them? Who can blame them? All right, we got a lot of things lined up for the next half of the show, and we will be right back. So I was on TikTok, as I normally am, and I came across this video of this guy. I'm just going to let it play, and you can tell me what you notice.
And there's nothing worse than a video going viral and having over 27,000 people say that I sound like the 80s and 90s fucking Garfield. And to that I say, fuck you. And there's nothing worse than a video.
Okay, so this guy, his username is Malice, and I don't even know like what his channel is. Like I was trying, like he didn't have a description. Like I don't know what he normally does on his channel, but he is now famous for sounding a lot like Garfield. So this is just his normal voice. Like he was just making videos, and somebody in the comments was like, "Hey, you sound like Garfield," and then everyone followed him. Everyone follows him because it just sounds like Garfield is saying these things, and he smokes.
Right. Okay.
Which I imagine if Garfield was a human, Garfield would smoke. And then this is doubly fun for us because we know the voice of Garfield, Lorenzo Music, was also the voice of Peter Venkman in The Real Ghostbusters. So it's like a two for one.
There it is.
So I'm my project for this Christmas break is going to be to download all of his videos and try to sync his words up to make something that sounds like Peter Venkman would say. So yeah, everyone's going Garfield. I'm going the other direction. I want some Real Ghostbusters content. There's somebody out there that does a Real Ghostbusters cartoon. Have you seen this? I kept seeing it posted for a while, and people really liked it. It's like someone's making, not in Flash animation, but whatever, current day version of that would be. And it's like, I don't know if they're little babies or there's something weird about it. People were posting it saying it's really good. So I need to search that out, and maybe there can be some sort of collaboration between these two people there. All right, here we go.
That's fun.
Last year, 2024,
maybe
there was Mad Hatter Reviews. He did his first Kickstarter for an action figure, and he did a He-Man looking character called Flip-A-War. We had him on in the show. Him and Mega J were on the show to promote that, and it did very well. He continues to produce variants of it. I saw like a recent one that looked like the Spirit of Obi-Wan, like the lime jello looking one.
Okay.
He finally has the second figure in the series almost ready for Kickstarter, and he showed photos. So here we are. This is the Hound of Tarjay, which is Tarjay, maybe like Mega J, maybe there's something there. I don't know. So
that's not.
When you look at this, say that again.
I said, it's not Mega J, it's Target.
Well, I know, but maybe there's a little like 2-for-1 action in there.
Oh, maybe.
So 2-for-1 he posted this on his Instagram, and like if you're watching the video right now, you can see like obviously this is Bullseye the dog, and then there's the big red circle that's outside of Target. But I was like, I don't get the reference, like trying to be funny. Like this is very clearly the dog from Target, and they were responding like they thought I really didn't get the reference. Like no, this is like way too in your face. Like. Do we think that there will be no pushback from Target over this? We don't think there'll be any cease and desist? Is this I don't like do you think that they could get away with
I think
past the lawyers?
They're going to say, "Oh, you can't produce a big red ball or
Big red ball. Well,
dog?
I'm thinking more the dog. White dog. It's not the target. It's like a scope target. It's different target, but still white dog. The dog very similar. It's not like it's a poodle or something. This is very similar to the dog with the target over his eye. I just wonder if there will be any conversations. I just wonder.
I think they're safe. I think they're safe.
Okay. Well, good for them. I feel like this really pushes
it. I think this
is really, it's toeing the line. My favorite part about this is absolutely the giant ball. I almost feel like this figure does not work if it doesn't come with the big ball like they have in front of the stores to stop cars from ramming into the front entrance. I just think that is so funny, and it's got a chain, it's like a big like thing he can spin around. I think that's fantastic. So, it's not a human, it's a dog head.
Yeah.
What's it, Anubis? Is that like the dog
Looks like
body?
an Anubis, yeah.
Yeah. This also sort of reminds me of was Kratos from God of War. He's just like a white-bodied, like the color white, not like a white.
Oh sure.
Not like a Caucasian person, like white, like a ghost.
Yeah, like ash white.
Is Ash white? I would think Ash was black. What is
So it would
ash
be
white?
More gray. Ash.
Like chalk. He's chalk white.
Chalk white. There we go.
Chalk white, and then with the darker accents. Yeah. So this is fun. I like this a lot. To me this is surprising as the follow up to Flipor, though. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
Well, I
this
think
was not,
when we spoke
curveball.
to Mad Hatter Reviews and Mega J, they said that it wasn't going to be like a continuation of, like they weren't going to be they were going to they weren't going to be like, they were going to use it and not be like similar, so it wasn't all going to follow with like the Origins and the 5.5 inch. Like they were going to go in different directions. This almost looks like Masterverse to me.
Is that not what
sculpting.
Flipor was? Was he not Masterverse?
I don't believe so.
I thought he was Masterverse. You think he was like Origin style?
Correct, yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to look that up now.
Look it up. You didn't get a sample? I thought they were sending you a sample.
Nah, I never followed up. I'm looking at let's look at their Kickstarter here for the original one. Yeah, I went all the way down to the bottom. I think this is more... Oh, now I don't know. You might be right.
Yeah.
Well, either way. This is just sort of... This is not the toy. Is this the toy? I guess this is what the body is supposed to look like, because it's like has the articulation and everything in it. Yeah.
Right.
So this is bigger. Is this not even going to be in scale? This isn't the same body, I guess, as the Flipor.
No.
Yeah. It's not. No, unless it's just being presented in such a strange way here. But it does have the same... It has like the same cuts and everything. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll have them on the show. Well, we will probably have them on the show. This is what I actually would like to have. This fits in really well because I can put that next to my little cart, my shopping cart ornament that I never once saw in stores. So I'm very happy that I ordered them all from the website. Right? Yeah, he should have like a vehicle like Mad Max style that is like the shopping cart. How far can we push this? What are some other things synonymous with Target? He comes with like the red card of doom. Get 10% off. Or 5%? 10% seems like too much. So this is cool. You can't do anything yet, but like eventually you can pre-order him. So we'll keep you updated on that. I was walking around Target on Christmas Eve, and the thing it was not very packed, which is I guess good because like people get go spend time with your family.
You don't have a retail cutoff at all.
What's that? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Like when you're like, you know what? I can't find anything. I'm done. I don't want to deal with the crowds anymore. Like you just continue to keep going.
Well, this was just for fun. This was just for leisure. I was not in the market for any. I think what it was is I had to get the kids out of the house because my wife had to wrap. So this was, and also we had to pick up like some supplies like flour. So this was not like in search of Christmas presents. This was just kind of like a general Target run. It just happened to be on Christmas Eve.
Children to the toy store, the toy area.
We did it.
God.
It was a disaster. Dangerous. It was a disaster. It really set the mood because he was crying and it was very stressful. It was not a good. I'm not saying this was a good idea. I'm just saying this is what I did. So walking around, something that really stood out to me, was that the Stranger Things section, that whole aisle that they created, was pretty picked over. Like here's a photo of what was left of the jazzware section, and there's like a couple of the 2-packs, a couple of the 4-inch 11 figures, and then like the Masters of the Universe 2-packs. Like, but that's not even jazz.
I feel like you just went and took a picture of my local store, because it also looked exactly like that, with the Origins Hellman or whatever his name is and Hordak figure all by itself. Yeah. Yes.
So good
Hellfire
for
Man.
Jazzwares. Like, it
Right?
did eventually, I was questioning it. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work, but it did. Like, people were ravenous for Stranger Things once the show started. I think that was the trouble that Target had in past years, where the show dropped all of their episodes in one one lot, one whatever. And then people were done, and they were done. They at least spread it out over the two. They had the 4 episodes, and then they had the 3 episodes, and then they'll have the final one for New Year's Eve. So it continued it, and it kept people wanting it, and then finally people got to see what the characters looked like this season, which are what the toys represent. So they're like, okay, I do. 11 wears this costume from the Goonies throughout the entire season, so I guess I do want her action figure. So, hey, successful. So hopefully we'll see more of these aisles.
Imagine that. It's like you spread it out a little bit, you get a little bit more of a return. Wow.
It's weird. Isn't it weird? I don't know why they think that people need to binge. Like, I don't know why that's still a thing. Like, it hasn't worked for anything. It's like people just did it because they had like past seasons, but it's not how we as humans want to consume our media. Like, we like to think about it. Now, I don't need 2.5 years between seasons like is going to happen with Pluribus, but I did like the weekly drops, which was very good. So now you can go to Apple TV and watch the entire first season of Pluribus because it's all on there. It's a very good show. So I'm meandering around Target New Year's Eve again. This caught my eye. I don't know when these popped up.
I saw those.
An end cap Power Wing, and it's not Labubu, it's Hyojo, and it's snack foods. It's like Hostess, and then Reese's peanut butter cups, and an icy. Yeah. And it's like they're in this little blind box, but their face is sticking out. And I was like, that's cute. But I saw a video of someone unboxing them. The face that is sticking out of the box is not the actual toy's face. That's just part of the packaging. So it's like you get an extra face. Because the face is 3D. It's not just printed. But I thought these were actually kind of cute. I don't know if, I don't know the texture or anything. Like, there are some things I would need these to be for me to be more interested in them. But it's snack food flavored Labubu, essentially what it is. So that's fine. It's kind of cute. I do think it's kind of weird that we have all these like stuffed animals that are crossed over with snack foods. Like, there's the what are the other ones? The little
Snackles.
I do think it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if that's what we need in this country is kids associating their playtime with fucking Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am, though. I feel like that's not a great idea. But these are cute. I like them. Send us some. Hyojo. It's a new company. It's a new product. You want it? It's from MGA, though, I think. They do a lot of good stuff. What else did I see? Oh, okay. So let's transition to this. Target's obviously Christmas is over, so we're gonna start to see the clearance stuff. My wife went today, and I had her take some photos of me. Photos for me, you. Not of me. That wouldn't make any sense.
Of you.
I was there. She got me.
Take some pictures of me.
Take some pics. Let's do a photo shoot at Target. That's actually not a bad idea. We're getting a family portrait session coming up, and she wants to do it like outside, and I'm like, maybe we should do it in Target, somewhere with that nice fluorescent lighting.
Do it real quick.
So this is the toy aisle. This is what it looks like the day after, or the 2 days after Christmas. So WWE Legends, they always go on clearance because the new series has to come in. So they're currently 50% off. I feel like I'm going to wait until they're 70. I think it'll happen. And then there's an AEW 2-pack with Christian and Edge, Adam Copeland, which is down to $20 now. You can see all the way back to the board though, so there's probably even more out back. Some turtle stuff. I think this is like the Donatello vehicle from the classic line.
Yeah, I want to grab that clearance if I can find it.
Yeah,
but
X-Men Evolution was on clearance, but I don't think they had any at mine, or she didn't get a picture of it anyways. But here's like Mystique. They have lots of Mystique, but it looks like she's only 15. And then there's the Jean Grey from the classics line, and then some Transformers that I don't know anything about those. But here's the thing. Now that I have this crazy hot stupid buys store, everything that's on clearance here, if I miss it, I know it's going to pop up there. So here are the things I found this past week. Or
here's what you should
Christmas.
do. Real quick, you should do an experiment. You should damage a box like really bad. And then see if it winds up
commit a crime.
What? No, it could fall. It could fall on the ground, and you could accidentally run it over with your carriage.
It's for science.
Yeah, you're doing a scientific experiment. You want to see how
I
retail
do have
travels.
some returns, and I should put an Apple AirTag on it too.
Oh, there you go.
I want to return that web blaster that I got for my kid because I bought it with a coupon, and also a long time ago. But he used it once, and I threw it in a bag and threw it in the garage.
Right, and the
zip
string is much better than that stupid thing.
Yeah, I'd rather get my Target credit. So, anyways, all that clearance stuff, if it does not sell at Target, it's going to be sold to this crazy store, this bin store. That's what they call them. It's a bin store. Mm-hmm. So I was there, and I went on a Monday where everything was $9 on Monday.
You said $9.
Yeah. So it goes, Saturday is the most expensive day. Everything starts at 20. So it's like maybe there's some electronics. Like I don't know what would be worth 20. Goes down from there. Friday is $4. So I thought Friday was the best day to go because everything is $4. But if you're willing to pay extra $5, the selection, at least this week, was much better. So I spent this is the other thing with the store. There's no quick trip. You really got to invest some time to look around because there's no map. There's no toys go here. No, just everything goes everywhere. There's no rhyme or reason. Plus then people can move stuff. You never know. Right. Walking around, finding some stuff for the kids, but also look what we have here. This is the G.I. Joe classified Law and Order, the little doggy 2-pack. I got this for $9. And this wasn't even open, but you can see the packaging here has a nice dimple in it. So Target was like, we're not putting this back on the shelves. Send it to the bin store. Someone's going to buy it for $9. That someone was me.
Nice.
This is Scorponok. Is that what he's called? Yeah, Scorponok. Not the Scorponok I'm familiar with. Beast Wars. This is the G1 Scorponok. So I don't know if all the pieces were here. The insert that held him to the box was gone, so he was just loose in there. But it looked like there were some pieces. This is a very expensive toy normally, $50, $60, $70, whatever. You could have had it for $9. I left this one. Someone else might have picked him up. Here's Into the Spider-Verse set, 6-pack. But you can see the two top Spider-Men are missing their head because it's one of those open boxes.
Right.
So that was fun. And then here is Marvel Legends movie Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this is very old, and this was during plastic free time. So this is a real mystery box because it could be anything inside of it.
You don't know what's in there. It could be rocks.
You have no idea. Someone today showed that they bought some Legos from Amazon, and it was just dry pasta inside. So dry pasta sounds like Legos. It would not weigh the same, but it sounds like it. So I did not risk the $9 on the Drax because best case scenario, I get Drax, and I already have Drax. But worst case scenario, it's probably some trash. There were some other things I didn't take pictures of. There's that pasta would not be great. Because what, you cook it? You're not going to cook it? And then you just throw that out. I'm not cooking the strange pasta. There was the 4-pack of Transformers that has Bumblebee, White Optimus Prime, which I guess is what's the White Optimus Prime? Who is that? From what's his name from the movie? Someone's really mad at us right now. Who's the white Ultra Magnus? Ultra Magnus. So Ultra Magnus, Bumblebee.
Okay.
He's white. I mean, the mold is Optimus Prime, right?
What? No.
Yes. 100%.
What? When?
The G1.
No.
The G1
No.
Ultra Magnus is just the Optimus mold, and then they put that extra stuff on him.
I'll take your word for it. But okay.
100%. This is obviously the modern version of that, but it's still an Optimus mold, a white Optimus mold. He's white, like the Hound of Tarjay. Anyway, they had that 4-pack, but it was missing one of the toys. But again, this is like a $60, $70 toy, missing one of the things, still probably worth $9. So I pick that up. I'm either going to sell them individually or just have a cool Transformer toy. So I love this store. I hope it sticks around forever. I'm excited to go. I'm gonna take every Monday off from work or go in late so I can go in and see. I'm going this Monday after I drop the kid off. I'm going there as soon as it opens. I love it.
Just make content. Your Monday, that's part of the Patreon. Come dive with me in the bins.
That's it. Come dive with the bins with me. Been there, done that.
The crazy discount bin warehouse.
People keep asking me what the store is, and I was like, it doesn't matter. It only exists in my town. If you're not here, you're not going to get to go to it. It doesn't matter what it's called.
What is this magical store? Why? You can move here?
I thought I had more.
Cut into my territory?
I thought I posted more things.
Oh, you didn't? That's all right. You can have a short show. Oh, my God.
No.
Yes.
There's still more, but I thought I had even more. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. This is just a thought I had. So, you know how we keep talking about how the next generation does not care about toys, like our sons, like they have tangential interest in action figures, nowhere near as obsessed as we were. And it's like, what does that mean for the future of collecting? What that means is that when our generation no longer exists, the market for toys will disappear. There will be no one, there will be no reason to make these toys because there will be no one to buy it. That's sad, but here's the silver lining. If we live long enough, we will start to see families selling off their loved ones' collections. And because we're the only people that want them, as long as we stay alive long enough and outlive these other people, there will be smaller and smaller pools of people to buy these lots. So if we can live longer than any other collector, we could get like mint on box Star Wars for like so cheap. We get that vinyl coat Jawa for like a steal.
Oh yeah.
So this is motivation, eat well, exercise. Not you guys, just us. Everyone else, go eat your Hojos or whatever.
Enjoy your Tulkin brainstem serum.
Yeah. All that stuff. Die young. You're not here for a long time. You're here for a good time. And then when you're gone, I'm gonna buy your Star Wars. So there's something to look forward to.
Be that bright star. Just
here you go.
Burn out fast.
That was a fun.
That's funny. Yeah.
NECA showed off. NECA was doing this Monsters line that we've had thoughts on. It kind of went astray. I feel like it started off strong, but then it didn't continue the way I think a lot of people thought it would, and then it lost steam.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of knew. I feel like we expected a certain endpoint. We knew that we thought maybe it was going to end with Shredder. We just needed to see what Shredder would look like. We've gotten Shredder since, and then anything after that was like, what are we getting after that? Because they basically touched on all the Universal monsters that they could have. The crazier thing was the dipping back into other, like the Turtles, as the original line had done, recycled a turtle into a different character, as it were. Yeah. So.
Right. The double dipping, it lost steam. Like, I was excited to get like the mummy Michelangelo because it had that dilapidated second head that looked like the costume. Like, there were fun things like that. And then it just, for whatever reason, I couldn't keep up with it. So they did show off some new ones that, to me, didn't seem to follow the same aesthetic as they had been doing. But, people were excited about them for their own reasons. But it was announced this week on some show I think someone from NECA was on, and they said that they just couldn't. They haven't been able to figure out the pricing on these to be able to make them for that like $35 price.
Right.
tag
I think
that
they said within the current landscape of pricing and costs and everything, they just couldn't make it work. So they're not canceled. They're just on the back burner.
They're just until I don't know. I don't know what could happen to make them feasible. But we're talking about the Krang figure and then the two-headed monster with overalls, which I don't know what these are referencing. That's the other problem with it. Like, what are these from? What is this supposed to be an homage to? Do you know? I don't know.
What is it? The
know?
Mutalo? Yeah, that's the, like, there's that alien that has the brain.
Oh, okay. And he's got 3D glasses?
No, I don't. That's a whole different thing.
That's a whole other thing.
That might just be the eyes of the thing.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing it. But that's fine. Those aren't happening.
Called. No, but yeah. Okay.
Unrelated to that, but they're in this photo. The movie, the What If movie versions of Rocksteady and Bebop. We haven't heard anything about those. I don't know if those are still coming.
Was that the Henson inspired What If?
Yeah. Because this is kind of what Mondo's doing. So I wonder if that has any implication on NECA doing exactly the same thing. I wonder. I don't know. So, NECA, I wonder what they're thinking about this whole Playmates Ninja Turtles deal. I wonder if they are excited or if they're like, uh-oh, they're going to charge us more money too? I don't know what's going to happen. Uh-oh. Here is Hellboy. Boss fight. They're getting their money's worth from the mold. So Hellboy is a comic. And, with comic, you can do shading. You can do cell shading. And it looks fine because it's a comic. When you turn that image into a 3D object and you try to apply the same cell shading, it doesn't always work super well. And sometimes it looks kind of not great. And sometimes it kind of looks like Hellboy, halfway through painting himself black, decided that this was not a good look. And he was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop here. I don't think I need it. I don't need to do the whole thing. I think this is fine. So, it's a very interesting looking figure. I think it just probably is not great. It's just not a good idea.
I don't have much to say about it at all. You're making a big deal out of it. I don't know.
I just feel like if somebody tried to replicate this as a costume, they would not be able to run for office. In most states. In some states they probably still in some states they would be made governor. They would be fine. But in some states I feel like this would be one of those things where it's like, well, you should probably not do that anymore.
I was like that droid that we all tried to get that Mickey. Remember we tried to dive deep into that Mickey Mouse droid or whatever that was. Did they pull that, or was that just something that was gone fast?
Was it even real? Was it even a real thing?
That's a good question too. I don't remember. So long ago.
Was it an R2 unit?
It was an R2 unit, and it was stylized like Mickey Mouse. But
R2MK, was that it? That's like the real one. I don't know what the toy version is.
Oh, okay.
What do they call their droids? Because it's not a Hasbro product.
It's a Droid Factory.
It's Droid Factory.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see if I can find the exact. There was something very because they've done Mickey droids before. Like there's a 2-pack here of Mickey as a Jedi, and then the droid. But there was something about that one, the coloring. It just was like, I don't know if I would have done that, but that's fine. Do you know what this image is? Do you know what I'm showing you a picture of here?
I see it. I didn't realize that was. Is that your image or is that someone else's?
I took this photo. You took that photo. I posted it
on
our Instagram, and I asked people what it was, and somebody tried to tell me it was something from Mighty Max, and they were going to go get a link, and I was like, nope, stop, don't bother. It's not Mighty Max. So this is a bird's eye view of Little People Marv from Home Alone.
Oh.
So, when he gets fire in his head, and then he's got the burn. So this is what this looks like.
The Eye of Sauron. It looks like the Eye of Sauron.
This is a good
this is a good test to tell where people's minds are, because like I could, it could be a breast, it could be it could be lots
I
of
didn't
things.
see it as a breast. I thought it was something that belonged to like a GI Joe, maybe like a shield.
Could be anything. Yeah. It could be anything, but no, it's a little person.
Boglin's eye. I don't know. That is a little person. The top of a little person's head. That's wild.
You could see his little hand here, his little hand, and there's the this is unrelated, but this was the punch out tree we got from the Pokemon Advent calendar or countdown calendar. When they don't say Advent calendar, is that a religious thing? An Advent must be.
The Advent is religious. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't need that. Let's see. Okay, so this week people were posting photos of this Hot Toys Chewbacca, which does not look good. I don't think Hot Toys has done an amazing job with a lot of things. They have not been able to crack the code that is a soft goods, rooted hair Chewbacca. I just don't think this looks good. But is this a new product? Because I was searching for it and I found these photos from 2024, and this looks like it's the same Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So it's like, did it just take a year? I don't even think this one from last year looks better. Wait a minute. Is this like a
the
larger?
One you sent me is very, very happy.
Maybe this is like one of those larger, not 1/6. No,
I
this
like
is
that the
1/6.
head comes in like a little capsule. That's my favorite part.
What comes in a capsule?
The head, the portrait.
Whose head? Chewbacca's?
Yeah.
Oh, is that in a different photo that I don't have here? To like keep
haven't
his
you ever
hair
seen
like
how a lot
perfect?
of those? Right, a lot of Hot Toys figures, in order to maintain the hair and how it falls and everything, they come in like a glass dome.
Oh, that's nice.
Or a plastic dome capsule that you have.
A capsule collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this version, at least, the mouth opens, which is cool, but I think this one looks better from last year. I don't know what the difference is. This looks really bad to me. It just makes me think of when Hasbro attempted the rooted hair.
That was hilarious.
Chewbacca.
Yes.
And it was just a bendy figure underneath.
It was a bendy, stuffed animal. Yeah.
It was like fucking Gumby. That's all it was. It was crazy. I was like, why?
Great.
Why did you do this?
Great.
And then they're like, never again. And they did the sculpted hair one, and it just looked equally as bad, but in a different way. It was very, very bad. And then Sideshow never did it. They never attempted it. I remember there was conversations about people wanting Chewbacca, and Sideshow's like, we just don't know how to do it in a good way. And I guess that was the correct decision, because it's
Sideshow was
strange.
odd with their. I mean, eventually it was Burnout, but like Sideshow was very strange with like what they offered, like when they did releases and everything. Because you wanted. I think at one point we were just getting Jedi, and it was like another Jedi was coming. Another Jedi was. I was like,
Kit Fisto, Mace Windu.
Right.
Yeah, it was weird. They like I don't know if
they wouldn't touch C-3PO. They wouldn't touch. It was like 06. So I mean, close enough. Just those
humanoid bodies. They just wanted to reuse the same bodies.
Yeah, exactly. But we weren't getting C-3PO. We weren't getting R2. No. We were getting other figures.
Yeah.
Just basic robed characters.
And that's why I was out, because I'm like, I don't care. I don't want any of these.
Yeah.
Like, give me a New Hope Luke, Han, Leia. Like, why don't I have these in my collection yet? Why do I have fucking Anakin Darth Vader and then a different version of him? Like, what is happening? So, there you go. There's that. Fortnite. I love Fortnite. They dropped a new character selection, Batman Beyond, and then the Joker from that. And they look very good. They're like cell shady, so they look like they're, from the show. They're
cell shaded in an appropriate way. Like
they look. This is what they look like.
The proper use of cell shading.
This is a good use of cell shading. Yeah.
I tried Fortnite this past week. I couldn't do it.
You did? Would you play it on?
Well, my kid, the PlayStation 5.
Oh shit! You played it like on a console. Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
No. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
You gotta give it a minute. Like I didn't like it. I started
my kid
playing.
Wanted to play it, and I was like, nope. And then he was
you can do the Lego version.
Yeah. He tried.
Yeah, we won't.
I tried. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. Don't give up right away. I gave up right away. and I regret it because I could have. I tried it in 2020 when I got my laptop during the pandemic, and I was like, I don't know, but I had to play it on the Switch to really get into it.
Got it. I told my wife, I said, video games are a slippery slope to kids stopping using physical toys. Like,
that's true.
You got to be careful because
once you find out what's out there.
Yeah, he was out playing. He was trying to play something, and I was like, "Why the hell did we just have Christmas?"
Right.
If he's just, I was delete it all, get rid of it. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, I mean, it's
so
just,
I took it all away.
The reality. You took it all away. That's what you do.
I was like, we're done. It's deleting everything. I was like, I'm not doing it.
It's gone. You like the toys I want you to like.
I get nervous about things that can link to like some kind of pay account. Like accidentally.
Yeah, you gotta have some. You got
I need control.
Or what is the word? Yeah, parental control. You gotta have some controls on there. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky out there.
Oh.
But I do love Fortnite, but it's like if you don't already have the V-Bucks like from events and stuff, if you were to just buy these characters, it was like $15-$20 per character.
Oh my.
Like, what? Like, I guess it's like if you think of it as buying a new action figure, then you can sort of be like, okay, but you could only play with one action figure at a time, and you're like, you can't even see your character, you just see the back of them, so it's like a weird thing. But if you can get them free, like I bought the Power Rangers because obviously I had to do that, but I have not bought them yet. I do not have enough V-Bucks. If someone wants to gift me some V-Bucks, I will buy them, and I will tell you how much I enjoyed playing with them for a minute before I went back to being the Green Ranger. That is my default. Actually, I've been Marty McFly recently because I got him during the current campaign. So I was Marty McFly for a stretch. Oh. Yeah, that was fun. I think Doc Brown is currently in the game. Last week, we introduced you to these Seinfeld virtual action figures. I'm not going to call them AI. I'm going to call them virtual action figures. Let's see if we can get that verbiage trending. These are from The Collector 77 on Instagram. Last week, he gave us the core 4. This week, gave us some new ones. Here's Putty with his Jersey Devils jersey and his face paint. And here's Newman.
Very nice.
Newman looks great. And then you can see his updated Jerry with his outside jacket. Yeah. They somehow got George to stick his hand in his pocket. That must be an alternate set of legs to make that happen. That's not going to work in a toy. What is this, Orange Cassidy? Here's a 2-pack with Kramer and what's this lawyer's name?
Jackie
Childs. Jackie Childs. So this is the hot coffee case. So this is in packaging. Looks very nice. Although I think I don't know what I would want the packaging to look like for this line. I do like the box look. I don't know if I would have gone with purple. It looks okay. It looks fine, but so I don't like this carding.
No,
here's another 2-pack.
No.
Jay Peterman and Elaine with the sombrero, the urban sombrero.
Yeah.
And then the card art has cartoon versions of the characters on the top. I don't like this. I like go back to the box if we're gonna
go back to the box. Yeah, this is fun.
And then he gave us a Festivus pack with George and his parents. Now I will say George's mom first miss. I don't think this looks like George's mom at all. Is this based on like a different actress that played his mom in like the first season or something?
The very first season. I'm not too sure.
But George's dad looks great here, and there's the poll obviously for the Festivus. So again, love these. Keep them coming. Don't need these as real toys.
Just make a little booklet
Don't need
for yourself.
These as real toys.
Yeah.
We need to get to the point where I can look through my phone and see these toys on my shelf. And then I can just leave them there, and it knows.
Oh yeah,
like it knows, Jerry. It knows. No, that's from The Office. It knows. Never mind. I'm mixing up my world. But I do love these, and I tagged him, and he like collaborated on a post, so we're good friends now. The Collector.
Oh, good.
The Collector 77. Is there anything else? There's more. There's gotta be more. No, maybe not. Maybe that was it.
Wow.
I swear I posted more things, but maybe I didn't. Maybe they're just... Let me take a look at the list. The sell, deathbed deals. That's what I call that. No, that's it, I guess. Do you have anything
Amazing.
from? Oh, let me show you. It was Christmas. Did you get any? Did you get any toys or anything for presents?
My wife got me. We're still doing stuff.
Sure.
Christmas is a long form holiday in my household and family. So we go all the way to Little Christmas, which I believe is the 6th of January, which is fun.
That is the what's it called? Annunciation. What is it called? Damn it! There's an actual thing, and it's like a big deal in whatever. Anyway, yeah. So you're in it for the long haul. You got
right.
It's still Christmas for you.
It's still Christmas. We are still unpacking stuff. It was Christmas morning. The kids dug into everything that we packed. I recorded the whole thing. It was about 25 minutes worth of opening from stockings to the last present.
Look for that on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Coming soon. We'll just blur out their faces. It'll be fine.
Yeah, fine.
My wife got me. So this year, my wife and I decided instead of getting each other like presents like we have in the past, because it's like always hard to think of like things to ask for, and it's like if I want something, I want it now. I don't want to have to wait till Christmas. So we did like stuff for the stocking. She got me a couple of things. She was at Ross. She got me the Ninja Turtle, the Raphael from the He-Man crossover. So now I actually have one of each turtle from this set, because I have Leo and Don from series 1, and then I guess this was series 2 or 3, and I have the Michelangelo that was also from Ross. So I have all 4 turtles now.
Oh, good.
But my
Congratulations.
favorite thing that she got me were these, what they're called, lazy readers. And they're glasses, but they have mirrors in them, so they let you see down. So currently, even though I'm looking straight ahead, I'm seeing my hands like from a bird's eye view. So the idea here is that you can lay down and hold your phone, and you can read your phone without lifting your head.
Oh
so
my
I'm
goodness.
just in bed like this, reading my phone. Can you see my eyes through them? You may be able to see my eyes reflected on them.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm the crab from Moana. I'm shining. But you probably
You
can't
look
hear
like
me
the
very
crab
well.
from Moana. Wow.
Yeah. So that was I sent that as like I wasn't like I want those, but I definitely mentioned them once. I think it was cool, and they are very cool. So
nice.
It's also fun to just walk around, because it feels like you're in a video game, because you shouldn't be able to see from that perspective, so you just see your hands out in front of you. I wish there was a way to record it. Maybe I'll like fake it so give you an idea of what it looks like. But that was very fun. I highly recommend those. If I played the TikTok shop game, I might put a link in there, but I don't care about that. I don't have time for that shit. All right. Well, there you go. So this is the New Year's show, because the next time this is our final show of 2025. Holy shit.
Wow.
Do you have your top 10 list of action figures? Quick, put it together real fast.
Real fast.
Number one figure, this turtle ball from 1985.
Dang.
This is the best toy of 2025.
The Target shopping cart right here. Perfect.
Target shopping cart. The Slimer that came with the Slimer that came with the Mondo Peter Venkman, number 2.
The boxing Dollar Tree suction cup thing that everyone thought was a plug.
Dusty Rhodes LJN, number 3.
Ecto Glow figures. I don't know.
Let's go
Bobble Butts. Bobble Butts found its way there.
Bobble Butts. Batman Returns from McFarlane. That's got to be up there.
Wow.
NECA 2012 Turtles. That's got to be up there. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it. That's all I got within reach. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Cool. So everybody have a good. Everyone have a good New Year. Hopefully,
yes, stay safe.
2026. It's gonna be good. Okay, guys, listen. 2025. It was a rough one. All right, started out rough. Was appropriately rough. we were accurate in our trepidation of it.
Let's get through 2026, because 2027 seems too far away for me. We talked about this last week. It's like I need to see 2027 like approach. Yeah. So let's get through 2026 pretty fast.
Yeah. I'm just hopeful. I'm saying there's some things. Things could go right. Things could go wrong. Let's hope they go right. But yeah. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still wanna be a toy.